fun. We'll catch it when we thingy. But like we
people
said,
miss you, clearly.
this, can I just...
Oh, wait. Should we end the call? Okay, there you go.
Okay, there we go. The sound is better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, there we go. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Gogo Mokgadi. So, I noticed on our episode that I think that the information was too much.
It is too much, actually, at one go.
Right? So I felt like people just got overwhelmed and then they didn't know what to do with it. So I think it's great that now every single month on the 21st at 8 p.m. without fail, yes, you have committed to the Moya rides to come and tell us the season.
No,
absolutely. I want to fetch a pen and paper because I want to do today's one. And first of all, what season is it?
Okay, so we are still in the Het-Heru season.
Let me get a pen and paper. I'm coming now.
All right, cool.
Yes. Okay. So it's Het-Heru.
Yes. Or Het-Heru. So different scholars, they write it differently. But in our languages, Umvundisikazi. So because Yunguni, you'll explain what Tuvunda is. Umvundisikazi.
Umvundikazi.
Mvundisikazi.
Umvundisikazi.
Yes.
So Umvunduka is what?
So after fertilization, like to increase. Umvunda. How do I explain it? Okay. You're the Nguni one. You must explain the Nguni.
Uganda.
Yeah, basically. So in the Sotho languages, give mamunonta. So the principle is divine feminine, right? So this is also a principle that is related to fertility, sensuality, sexuality, good vibes. So this was my favorite one that we spoke about. So where, like, I think every year I make a post, etini, like you need to be conscious that you're not, is it love, is it lust? Because it's there's a very sexual energy in the air, there's good vibes. So the ceremony, Het-Heru, is, okay, so let's start with the name actually. So Het-Heru basically means the house of Heru. So if we remember who Heru is and take it to Greek mythology, so in Greek mythology, she's referred to as Hathor, so Hathor. So if you're familiar with Greek mythology, that is that goddess. And then, so Heru, this is the principle. Now it happens on the normal zodiac. This would be the Aquarian season. But this is season, I think Jan to Feb. Yes. So Aquarius season, that would be, Aquarius season as we know it, that would be the Heru season. So house of Heru, that's what Het-Heru means. And then with other scholars, so they write it as Het-He, so Het-Her. So this also denotes to the divine feminine. So this is a principle that shows the divinity of, the feminine energy, basically. So in the, I have a cool little tool that I got from our next colonizers, the China Mall people.
The Chinese.
Yes. So if you see her, so Beyonce has had she tried doing the principle Het-Heru. So she's in like a cow skin outfit, and then she's got like a solar disc, but her horns, so Het-Heru's horns need to go like this. So they need to encompass the sun, basically. So they are housing Heru again. So remember, Heru is also related to the sun. And then in the Abrahamic religions, the sun as in that other, the one that people say in Nkosiabo, that guy, the sun, right?
Okay.
Yes. So the disc needs to, so the horns need to be like this, upward. So
but you know what I don't understand? I need to understand, because you said it's a feminine goddess. But now you're referencing the sun.
Yes, so she houses so these horns, they house the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is just her outfit. So you would see her. So at times she's also represented by a cow. So it's called the celestial cow. Mm-hmm. So in Gomogazi, and then with the Sesotho languages, we have something that we call Mudimu Onko Emeti. So I don't know if in the Zulu language, if ikona, but I think as a Bantu, as a people, actually in spirituality, a lot of spiritual houses, they would recognize like a cow as a sacred animal. You know, how we also don't use it for like little ceremonies and all of that, right? But yeah, there's also, yeah, I think when we go harder into the principle, yeah, we'll see also like where the whole ilobola being about cows and just unaliving cows got bastardized for, yeah, as a people. But we see though in current times, we see how important the cow is in our ceremonies. So why she's also referred to as the celestial cow. Remember the principle Ganut. So principle of Newt with the Milky Way. Sorry, can I close the WhatsApp we had opened earlier? It's gonna keep beeping.
This is so helpful. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, on okay, where do we take it from the top? Yeah. Anyway, let's stay on the cow. So the cow itself, it gives nourishment, and it is also likened to the flow, yeah, the Nile River. So this is, remember, we're coming from the season now, yeah, the new year is starting, everything is all green, and so this one gives a principle of fertilization. All right. So with the so Heinz gas is sort of, for me, obviously it's more familiar. Mamononsa, so the one that causes the expansion. So why also related to fertility? So a lot of healers, yeah, if they align right at the time, or a lot of healers who are Het-Heru people are also healers. And then also Het-Heru is related to our principle, the healer as well, or Segmet Bast. Remember Segmet Bast, the feline that we spoke about that happens during hibernation. So where that principle comes from though. So in the mythology, in the creation story that I owe a lot of people that, but let's think the Lion King. In the mythology, so there's a time where now Ura, so God the Father or God the masculine or God the big sun. So the initial sun. Yeah. So with that, then God saw that, well, let me say Ra saw that, you know what, people are living anti-Ma'at. So in Kemet and yeah, ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, Ma'at, upholding Ma'at was very, very critical. So a lot of things are based on the upkeeping of Ma'at. So Umtetogazi, that was the principle we spoke about, where the 10 commandments were plagiarized from and were made concise, where now also the functioning of your body, because we spoke Hore, Ma'at, there's actually 42 chakras on your being, all right? And yeah, which also is denoted by the 42 laws of Ma'at. Yeah, and for those who want to also get a bigger depth, I don't know if I shared the books the last time. So a simpler book to read. So it's called the Book of Coming Forth by Day, but a simpler version of that is a book called Sacred Magic of Ancient Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, so this explains like the whole principles and all of that. But I think let's go to the things that align us with the season. Can I do this quickly? I put it in my bra already. So the stone of the season is a turquoise stone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have 2 turquoise stones. Is this recorded? Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, so these are my turquoise stones. So the color is turquoise and the stone is a turquoise stone. And for those who are like in energy healing spaces and those who work with color and numerology, because everything is actually anchored by numbers in the world. So everything is maths. It's just unfortunate that we had a colonial version of maths, and you know, and we are people that think in pictures. We want to see like these things. So for people who are doing like energy healing in colors and numbers, so they know that blue is also very important. It's a very spiritual color, yeah, blue. But I think we'll cover that. Gogi, come through. Sorry about that. Okay, so that is the color of the season. And then so it's the color, it's the stone. And then okay, I need to read it off. Just hold on. I did make notes. Oh. Hi, Gogi. You early? Okay, Gogi. We're doing a live. We're putting our live.
Your
It's the
camera
Gogo
went
and the
off,
Tamarisk.
Gogo.
Yeah. Am I frozen?
Yeah, your camera's off.
Oh, ish. Okay. Let me rejoin. Should I rejoin or? Okay, let me do this.
Okay.
Okay, but
Right.
oh, we're testing. I'll tell you about it. Okay, let me end and come back again.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. I hope she can actually make it back in when the live is going. So, guys, we're just test driving the new monthly African calendar chats because I did notice that the information was a bit overwhelming on one episode. So I've decided to get Gogo to come every single month on the 21st at 8 p.m. Don't worry, I'll put up the flyers. Let me see if I can add guests. Okay, I'm hoping she can come make it back in. But if she doesn't make it back in, but that was so helpful, right? We were learning about the season of Het-Heru or Het-Her, which is the season. Oh, there she is. Fantastic. The season of fertility, sensuality, and sexuality. Season of creation. Thank
Sorry
you,
about
Gogo.
that. Okay.
Welcome back. Yes.
Okay, she wants to greet.
Hi.
He's early. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're speaking on the things that align us with the season, right? And when the
Yeah.
season starts. So season starts 23rd of October, so just after the New Year, 23rd of October, up until the 23rd of November. For consistency though. So the energy change, you can feel it. Hadiri, 2021, you can already feel the energy change in that.
Yeah.
Do you wanna attend something? Okay.
No,
All right. So
I'm
that is
listening.
the
I'm
period.
here.
Okay. That is the period yakona. And on the normal zodiac or the northern based hemisphere zodiac, that would be the Scorpio season. Okay. And then
Okay.
the incense corner is Myrrh. So those who are from the religious spaces, they would tell us the importance, yeah, of myrrh as a, is it an herb? Yeah. So myrrh is also, yeah, it's a very powerful incense as well. I think, yeah, we'll get more into it as Nini. And then mimosa is the tree, not the drink. The tree. Mimosa, it's also another ancient tree. And then, sorry, not the that is the saint, the mimosa. The tree is the tamarisk tree. Mimosa is the saint yakona. The incense is myrrh. And then the stone is turquoise. The color is turquoise. Then the metal is copper.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the animals that are associated. Okay, we spoke about the cow, so celestial cow. So the cow, the bull, and also the cobra. Okay. Right. Okay. So let us go back to Ilona. Our why she's depicted as a cow. So like I said before, Beyonce, her horns were going this way, and yeah, so there's a lot of deities as well that you'd see if you think Kemet that would have the representation of the sun in. But Het-Heru goes like this, and then it's got the sun here, and then there's also a Tswana saying but it basically means that the dawning of the dawn, right? Which is like how but it basically speaks of how the whole the sun rays, and her encompassing that is like bringing a new dispensation kind of thing. But yeah, let's not go deeper there. But also with the cow, because the cow gives the nourishment and the principle of fertility. And also, what is the cow again? Oh, yes. And then another one. I hope the kids are at school right now. So another one. So in the Nguni, in the Zulu language, right? So if you've seen, if you did biology in the days of high grade, standard grade, I don't know what the kids do nowadays, but there's a depiction of the birth canal, right?
Yeah.
And when you see the birth canal and you place it next to, say, the Lakers Bulls sign, it is like bull shaped. So I know in the Nguni language they refer to this area as inkomo. So momosi would be inkomo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it shows again that our people didn't just, like, we don't do things for just in J. It's just unfortunate, maybe with the times and the pains that our ancestors have been through and whatnot, they resorted to saying, Guti, no, kunjalo, and it's just like that, we don't question. But there's actually meaning behind a lot of things, you know. And then, like I was mentioning, that with the Sesotho languages, we have what we call Mudimu Onko Emeti. All right. And yeah, if you have Tswana friends, I think that Tswana has explained it better. Yeah, I'm not too clued up on the Sepedi language, even though I am Pedi. But yeah, no, it's a big thing in the Sesotho languages, you know. And in today's times, we're related to how malobola would be like worth, but in ngesiZulu, indoda, and what's that saying?
Oh,
Yeah. So we would relate it to wealth as well, right? Would relate it to wealth, but there's like another history behind all of that. Which, okay, why was status of wealth seen kadikhomo, you know, and Luena as Magodi and kind of thing. So it shows the godship of the cow itself. And then we'd see in the Eastern religions as well, they don't even eat the cow, you know, because for Bona, like, it is so sacred. And like I mentioned, Huti, there's no other civilization but African civilization, even though Africa is not the word that we want to use. But as melanated people, we civilized everybody in this planet that we're in right now, you know. And there's enough evidence for us to, yeah, go back and forth about, you know. And how you see Huti, how they're trying to, as in melanin a blessing, and you know, they take our stuff, refurbish them, hence now like refer to other seasons in the opposite direction, because people took our knowledge to suit them, you know. So keep that in mind the next time you say inkomo on a female. Just, yeah, remember, actually there's a bigger meaning behind it, the biology of it. And then this is a principle as well, for, yeah, there's a lot of sexual energy in the air, there's a lot of lust in the air. And yeah, another friend made me aware, Guti, have you noticed actually less export always happens in the month Het-Heru? And I'm like, oh my God, actually, year in, year out, you know. So abelungu, it's so sad that they know these things, you know. So they're always like in alignment with the energies, and we are like so far off, you know. Pride also happens this month, and yeah, we know my community, yeah, it's very sexually charged, you know. So yeah, so be careful. Like, this is the nice time so it's also a very festivity time, and you would see also corporate also knows Christmas decorations go up now. The Christmas and year-end functions, because literally this is now festive time. This is now when we are into this madness. Yeah, December boss, and it is in alignment lead season, and the ceremony Het-Heru, it's called is it the joyous, or no, festival of union or something like that. So this is also another time where you see a lot of weddings are happening, a lot of unions are happening. Mobile at this time, you are like, yeah, aligned nicely with the energy that is prevalent, but you need to make sure serious mucholo, just be sure for it's not lust, it's love. But if you want lust as well, just be sure that, yeah, people don't catch feelings and all of that. And then you mentioned, what do you private school kids call it? Flirty season. What do you guys call it?
I don't know.
But yeah, so there's just that energy, man, at this moment, you know.
Okay.
And I think if you follow a lot of people who who watch the movement of the moon and like how the zodiacs are placed and all of that. So you would see when we're entering, I think we had a partial eclipse coming into this month, right? So we had a partial eclipse. I can't remember what was the significance of that, but it was also nicely aligned with the season Yarona, and it's just so unfortunate that for us, we're still riding on how the northern people tell us it is so, because Bona now, I think they're entering into the hibernation. It's quite cold right now in the northern hemisphere. And then what else do we say about this beautiful Het-Heru? But the core principles are unions, festivities. I was explaining the healer part of Het-Heru. So Het-Heru, we can also, she also can transform into Usechmet Bast, but this is when Ura needed vengeance for people that are going anti-Ma'at. Yeah, I think that our life cut off when we're here. So, so in Kemet, ancient Kemet, the upholding of law and order was very, very important, because that did not disturb the even when like Nagoya said needs to come, Nagoya said will come, but this is upholding and upkeeping of our Ma'at principle. Ma'at, the 42 chakra points. So it's not just the 7. The 7s are the ones that root you, but there's other chakra points. So if you've been to the floor X-ray people and you've done maybe by Krinisa, I hope I'm not revealing secrets of people. I'm sorry. But you would see also Labak Fara Ama 11. So there's things that they do, Beba Krinisa, Bakfara 11s, where you need to open corner, where you need to anchor. So it's, but obviously they don't want to do the 42 points, but they don't just do the 7 as we know them, the 7 chakras as we know them, but they would have like on your hands, your feet, because these are energy centers as well. That's why Linda, when I do greet people, especially strangers, like it's rare that I'd hug you, but I'd rather do like ika, because that is like my spirit recognizes your spirit. That is, I know kokasi. It's we also don't maybe know wusi ibuyapi, but Gogi, sorry for Gogi. Thank you. Yes. So what else? Oh yeah, so that is how she Ura sent Het-Heru, but when she was transformed into Sechmet Bas, now this is anti-Ma'at, but this is also in the mythology. So that is how, and then you hear a lot of people say how sexual energy is healing energy. All right, so I did a voice note to a friend of mine a couple of days ago, but I don't know, do you want to go into that one as well?
Well, what do you mean when you say sexual energy is healing energy?
So, okay. So, sexual energy being a healing energy, all right? So, when we take, okay, so obviously there's the first chakra point, your root chakra. This is where all these things that you find so hard to detach from, all these childhood wounds and whatnot, that is where they would reside, right? That is where now, if you need like a whole paradigm shift from the internal, that is the chakra point that you need to work on. Then comes the chakra. So the bottom 3 chakras are the most important ones, especially for self-work or those people who do Boma shadow work and all of that. So the next one is your or the womb person. How to explain how a sex can also be a healing energy. But if you see like practices like Boma in the East, so they use tantric sex not just for elevation of an orgasm or whatever it is, but it would be to heal certain things inside yourself. So you'd see that tantric sex practices, there's no sound.
Ooh, but there's no sound, yes? Yo. Wow.
Mute and unmute my mic.
Okay. I wonder if they can communicate again.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm checking on my, I can hear it on my side. I think you're right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mariko. Red.
Okay, thank
Okay, they
you.
can hear
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So take it from the chakra point. Yes. So with
Yeah.
a lot of Eastern practices or people that have that tap into the practice of using tantric sex as a healing tool, but that would be where I think with us in there's no sound for a moment. Okay, thank you, thank you for the alert. Yeah, so with you'd see with a lot of people who are like water inclined, or
Yeah.
those in healing spaces and heal with water, or their healing tool is water, or so they would carry a lot of trauma in the womb area, in the sacral chakra area. All right. And yeah, so you see boma healers, boma, yeah, bom dao and whatnot. So these are, and you see with a lot of healers as well, it's just a pity we have not learned how to hone sexual energy. So they also are very, very sexual people, very sexual.
Mm.
So a lot of healing people are very sexual people. And you would see also how,
How do you,
how,
sorry to disturb you, man. How do you control that?
mhm.
Because I'm fucking horny all the time and I know that I can't sleep with everyone. Right? But then I end
Exactly,
up going like this year,
exactly.
I've been horny the whole year, but I haven't had sex the whole year because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know who to have sex with. I don't want my spirit to be contaminated. Oh my God. Then I'm just going crazy.
No, well done, well done in that actually. Which brings me back, Uti. Your sacral chakra is actually linked to your heart chakra, is actually linked to your third eye, and linked to your crown chakra. So every time we speak of third eye, just always know Uti. Um what's this point called in Isizulu?
The one where the
Kai Kai.
mother
The Kai Kai,
massage.
yes. Where when you're
Okay.
a baby, your teeth going like this, yes.
Yes.
So these are energy centers that are linked directly to the moon energy. Right. So your
Yes.
sacral, your heart, third eye, as well. Well, I call it the first eye, and then your crown chakra. Right. So those are energy. So those are you'd see a lot of uh, female healers in this. I don't want to exclude anybody else, but a lot of female healers, if they can tap into that energy, they would do amazing, amazing, amazing things. So also, why we are linking the heart and the so you know how um if you're having a thing with somebody, so sometimes you are having emotion from sexualizing there. Sometimes
Yes.
it will be from the heart, right? So when you have sayings of no, speak from the heart, or what's this, kind of thing, like pit out the stomach kind of thing. So that is also close to your sacral chakra, because the next point is your solar plexus chakra. And I did link it in our episode I did with you. We linked that solar plexus to our sentient self. So if you can get the bottom three chakras nicely balanced and nicely aligned, even though like there's no healed, it's always a healing journey. And with a lot of practices with the men, let's take the men or the sperm creators. So there's something that they call a sperm retention. So that is also an enhancement of you healing now from your sacral point now. So at the root chakra, there's the base. So you have heard of like the whole Kundalini thing, Kasisutuki, Noha, in Nguni, it's called Umbilini, right? So at the bottom of your chakra point, so you use the energy from your sacral point, right? So from the woman would be the womb part of it. From the guys, this would be them retaining. Yeah, and you friends with a lot of Rastafari, so ask them a lot about sperm retention, which how do they use that? So that is also giving
Okay.
the juice for your energy to be able to flow from the bottom of your spine all the way, travel all the way, crown chakra linked to your third eye, which is where now your intuition is heightened, which is now where you can also decipher what I'm speaking now from the heart, or I'm speaking now from sex, where okay, yeah, more okay, catch steady feelings because of babs, or no, this emotions, So this is just to help you align with you, and with some people, I don't know, like they, like, you know how, you know, when you have like amazing babs, you can be the most depressed of people. Don't use this as a drag, but you've seen how people can use also babs as a drag. So that also denotes how Ibula, like, also these happy hormones and all this, you know, it's Agna stressy. I was broke, and you know the running joke of Abafana baselokishini ngoba they don't do this, they're so good in this. But it's actually like it's a healing, but offer a healing to somebody else. You can be the most depressed, but have the best babs ever. You know, I mean, like we even forget what that is. So that is also where you can link our Segmet Bast principle. So the healer, kana kinka sizulu, Segmet umlaphikazi, yes, umlaphikazi. The feline energy, and then you'd also see also on the medical bracelets, you know, you've seen the kundalini everywhere in the medical place. Yes. So sexual energy is healing energy, but you need to be very responsible with it. So right now you at like the best time of your life. So I think also search a lot into tantric healing, where you can elevate now from your sacral point. And then what else? And you see how, like, if you want to wisa an empire, just send a hot woman there, go to the male leader, and it's game over, because Matla Amosadi I'm only taking, you know.
My. Oh my.
Oh yes. And also manifesting, you know. So even if it's self-manifest, even if it's self-sex or whatever it is, but because sexual energy is so powerful, you can literally manifest from that. So instead of doing the oohs and ahs, speak the things once, you know. Also, so if you're alone, you'll do it alone. But if you're with a partner, like, have a collective goal, Guti. Muntam, this is what we want to do. Instead of focusing on monate wataba, speak into that. And you would see also on the dark arts of things. Dark arts, you would dream, you would have like sex dreams or makaka dreams, but there's always gonna be like they want to attack you if I'm making sense, you know. So yeah, so it shows how important actually, and maybe now I don't know if it was a conscious decision or not, but I know I've tried celibacy before a long time ago until I was actually forced into celibacy, where now I'm here, like I'm able to now raise my energy from my sacral point, you know, make things happen from my sacral point, you know, even though I was alone then. But because I think with the guys it's easier to explain with the whole sperm retention thing. But yeah, it does wonders, that thing. So that is Het-Heru and our principle. And yeah, also when you're liquoring up this season, also be careful, because it is a time for festivities as well. But there's also in the story where the wine, people thought the wine that she had was actually the blood that was spilled, and which also links again to our segment past. Mpumi Kubeka, hi Mpumi, live for the first time. Yeah, so that is our principle. I hope I covered a lot.
I think you did. You did. We've got 30 minutes of information. I was busy just checking when is the 21st this month. Do you know?
I think next week. Okay, next week, then.
So I can tell people now when we are on again.
On a Tuesday.
Oh, there it is. Next week Tuesday.
Next week Tuesday, yeah.
So next week Tuesday we're
going into our next principle. Yeah.
Yeah. At
next
8
principle, we'll be doing Jehuti. Ne? Yes. You're writing people, you spoken words people. So this is gonna be your season. From the 21st, we're gonna go live on that one. So yeah, have a pen and paper ready, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Queen, so much. Don't forget to ask your Rasta friends about the sperm retention thing.
The only thing that I was thinking about, as you were saying that, I was thinking about prostate cancer and how doctors say that you always have to have sex so that you release. So then what does that mean?
Do we trust them still, those people?
No, not after COVID.
But yeah, maybe, better experts will tell us, especially maybe we can get like the Togozas who are also in the medical space, maybe they can
Yes.
explain a bit better
Break
on
it
that.
down for us.
Yeah.
Okay, no, fine then. I'm going to definitely make a meeting with Gogo Tulu to do the sexuality and sacred healing. So she must wait for my call there. And thank you so much. And then we're gonna
Well,
speak
thank you
again
so
on
much.
Tuesday evening. Thank you.
Thank
I
you. Yeah, I
appreciate
think our
you.
trial
I love
went
you.
great. Hey.
Yes, the trial went fantastic.
All right. I'll see
Shout
you
out to
next week.
Mpumi Kubeka. Thanks, Gogo. Speak to you next week.
Bye.
Sharp. Now I must figure out how you close this. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. We'll see you guys on Tuesday, the 21st, next week, Tuesday. So we're going to do this every month on the 21st to actually break down the principles. So right now we know that we are in the time of abundance. It's a sexual season that has to do with creation, the male and female creating. So go forth and create and let the things grow. I think there was a lot of womb coming out there. Bumi, I'm so happy. You're even a subscriber, babe. Like, hello. I love it. Thank you. And thanks for coming through. And I hope you took your notes. I'm going to go sit down now and break down everything we learned. And at least now, the African calendar, when we do it this way, we're actually going to learn it and understand it. So we're in the third season of Het-Heru, and it's the season of lust and love. So be careful. Now I fucking understand all my crushes this month. I've had some very serious crushes that have kept me up all night and my vagina like vibrating, and I was just like, oh my god, what's going on with me? Now I understand it's the energy, it's not me. Guys, thank you. I love you so much. We're back at work tomorrow. This was just because I'm starting to get bored now. So I was like, okay, no, I've rested now. I'm feeling much better. I was having breakdowns 2 weeks ago. Much better. We're ready for action. I'll let you know when the next full episode is coming. But for now, I'm going to have lots of chats with Gogos this way. That way, the learning continues with or without the money for studio. Love and light, guys. It was nice. It was nice. It's a pleasure, Kelly. Shout out to Mpumi again. Thanks for subscribing.